On today's video, I'm making a small crosscut sled.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep. Welcome back to the Old Guy Network. I'm the Old Guy, and there's a lot of sawdust on these glasses. It's a beautiful day here in the trailer hood. Nice to have you stop by and spend some time with me. And I've been trying now to get 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to do it by the end of the summer. Today is the 22nd of September at the time of this video, the time of recording, which is the last day of summer, and I'm at 934. So I almost made it. Do I consider that to be, not to be a success? No. I think it was a success. I mean, we gained a couple of hundred, almost 300 subscribers in the past month, and I think that's pretty good. So I've just got a small ways to go, okay? I mean, you do the math. It's 60 something, and hey, that's not too bad. We can reach that in a few days, I think. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. Just hit that red subscribe button. And if you like the videos, hit like, hit share, do all the good YouTube stuff, and we'll get along just fine. So what I've been doing lately is I've been making a lot of cutting boards. I've been trying to come up with one thing that I could make, and make it in different styles, but one thing that I could set the shop up to make, because I have a very small shop, not a lot of room, and well, the most popular thing that I make is the cutting boards. So I'm going to take all the different things that don't make cutting boards and put that somewhere else. And everything that makes cutting boards is staying right here in the shop. That means my laser CNC machine. Of course, I got to have that because people want these personalized. I've got somebody coming by tomorrow to get this one. Her name's Georgia. I grew up with her in a very small town, and she's a wonderful lady, and she's coming to pick that up. I've made lots of these small ones. I've made big cutting boards, and I've made some intermediate ones that are not quite as thick as this one here. I've got a bunch of them here, but look at that. That is a beautiful board, and this is the tiger maple boards that I make, and I've got somebody coming to pick that up in a couple of days. So yeah, I'm all about the cutting boards. So I'm setting up the shop to do cutting boards. I'm going to get some vices so that I can glue the slats more evenly and get a better purchase on them when they're being glued, and I can open up the jaws and do at least 6 inches at a time. My joiner, of course, is 6 inches, so it has to be 6 inches. The planer is 12 inches. I put those two together, then I can plane a nice board. This is how I make them. I glue a bunch of these together. These are 2 inches by 13 inches, and when I get all done with this, they're all glued, and I cut them to size. They'll be 12 by 12. Now, to cut these to size, I could just use my chop saw, but when I want to do a different size, I'd have to change the fence on the chop saw, because I want to do a lot of these all at once. I want to put one in, cut it, put another one in, cut it, and keep on doing that. So I'm going to use the table saw instead and use the existing fence that's on the table saw, because I can change that from 13 inches to 6 inches to 8 inches or to whatever really quickly. So in order to do that, I need a crosscut sled. And I don't need to build some big elaborate crosscut sled. No, I don't. This is what I built right here. As you can see, I just cut a 3/4 inch by 3/8 of an inch, put it on here. This is, I think, 4 3/4 by 7 inches. You can make it a little bit different, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. It doesn't matter. It's small because I'm doing small projects. And then, of course, this doesn't really matter how thick this is. This happens to be 3/4 of an inch. And I put that on the back, trued it all up with a speed square to make sure that when I make my cuts, they'll be perfect 90 degrees. Why tell you about it when I can show you? So let's do that. What I did was I took my little crosscut sled, and then I took one of these slats that I made. This is over 26 inches, so I want 13 inches, so we can do 2 of these. Basically, I set my fence for 13 inches. And there it is right there. We'll lock that in place. Put the little crosscut sled inside here. Put that up against the fence. And look at that, two 13-inch pieces. Is it square? Oh, you bet. Perfect. So now I can make as many of these as I need and then glue them all together, and I will have some nice cutting boards. Well, I'll have the beginning of cutting boards anyway. So that's this. Didn't do a video of me putting this together, but I think you can see how I did it. It doesn't have to be exactly the same size as this, but make it a small one just so because you're doing small projects with it. 3/4 inches by 3/8 of an inch. Put it right to the edge, and you want to have it enough room. What I did was I actually took this one, set it here, put this one on here, trued it up with a square, and then glued and nailed it in. This can be right to the edge if you wanted it to. I just put it, that's where I put it. But this one has to be right perfect on the back, and it has to be able to flow freely on the track. That's it. That's it. Just a simple project. Literally took me, I think, 5 minutes to put this all together with scraps. It didn't take very long. All right, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. But you could make a few of these if you wanted to. Just make the tailstock here, this piece, make it a little bit longer. I could have made this come out to 13 inches. That way I could just put the fence out and true it up to that. And, I could have done that, but the way I did it, I thought was pretty good. So, yeah, the most important thing is make something. Don't throw your scrap away. Don't be too quick to do that, because you can make something useful. And I will have this, and I will make lots of these so that I can put them all together and make lots of these. And that's a good thing. So that's going to do it here in the trailer hood. I'm sure glad that you stopped by today, and I hope you stop by again. And don't forget, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, 66 to go. Yeah, I did the math while I showed you that little clip. And 66, that's not very bad. That's not very bad? No, that's not very much. We can do this. I know we can. So until the next time, for the Old Guy Network, I am the Old Guy. I'm the OG. And I'm out.